Hi everybody, welcome to Stampers Club. Today I want to welcome you. It's a nice cold, yucky January day, but it's time to start thinking about Valentine's Day. You know, that one holiday that we all look forward to so that we can go to dinner with our loved one, get a little box of chocolate, maybe some flowers, and maybe share a card or two with those people too. So today I'm going to show you how to use like the hybrid embossing folders that's part of our new Dues Valentine collection out of the January to June 2022 catalog. So it's called Love and Happiness Bundle, and I'm sure you're going to really like it. Let me show you what it looks like. Okay, so it is in the catalog in the January to June 2022 mini catalog, and it is on page 11. And it kind of does partner with the Sweet Conversations bundle, which also has this really pretty designer paper that kind of goes with it too. And it's called Love and Happiness, and it's actually like a hybrid folder. So if you haven't used one of those, they're kind of fun and different. So let me show you how that works, okay? This is the folder, and this is a great greeting set. Okay, so this greeting set's part of the bundle, and it has more than just Valentine's Day. So this whole suite, even though I'm making a Valentine card, it really could be anniversary, birthday, if you wanted to, wedding day. They have, congratulations to special people, people that are getting married, engagement. So it really does have some other nice verses. I like this one, to the cutest couple ever. I'm sure that's you, right? And it comes with this hybrid set. So it's an embossing folder that's got this heart image in the middle, and then it's just like some nice deep embossed flowers around it, and a framelit set. It has a couple of little flowers, the leaf, and two different size hearts, and some labels for these greetings. So all of these greetings would fit in some of these labels. Today we're going to be using the one that's to my husband, of course, right? And the way this folder works is it's meant to actually be used together, where you lay the die right in the folder, put your paper over the top of it, and put that down. So you're going to get some little lines here and there. You're going to see that in the folder. It doesn't hurt the folder, so don't worry about it. So let me show you real quick how to use that. Let's get this out of the way. And I'm going to get my stamp and cut and emboss machine out here. Okay. And I'm going to use a piece of Whisper White cardstock that is cut at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So it's got I'm just going to create just a small border on my layer on my card. So I'm going to lay my die in there, and I'm going to put this right over the top. If you're worried about where it is, you can also hold it up like this and center it. Okay, you can kind of center it like that so you can figure out where you want your card, this heart, to actually center. I don't know if you can see me. You can kind of see where the heart is right here in the middle. So I'm kind of lining it up from the front, and I'm just going to kind of hold that paper there. Make sure that my die is cutting edge up and it's centered back into that heart. Okay, get that right where I want it. And then I'm going to fold this right down on top of it. Okay, I'm going to take off the shim and the two clear plates off of my cut and emboss machine. And I'm going to use plate number 4, which is an embossing plate. So this is going to get laid on my platform, hinge side into the machine first, and then we're going to get that embossing plate over the top of it. Get this so I can hang on to it, and we're going to crank that right through. Okay, move that out of the way. And get rid of these plates. And we're going to see what we did here. Okay, so we're going to take that off. Look at that. We have some nice little stitching in here that goes around it, and a nice, beautifully embossed piece. And you could have done this where you went this side or this side. Either way works. You just want to make sure that your cutting edge is up, okay? I'm not going to throw this lovely piece away. I'm actually going to save it, and we are going to use it on another card. Rest assured it's going to get used. All right, let's move that out of the way. So then I'm going to use a half of a sheet of real red cardstock. This is 5.5 by 8.5, and I'm going to fold it in half. If you're a person that likes to score things first, you're going to want to score it at 4.25. I normally just fold it in half and use my bone folder and get a nice crisp edge there. Okay, then I'm going to use a piece of the designer paper. This one was called Sweet Talk Designer Series paper. Comes with some really nice Valentine images, but the flip sides are also very subtle images. So don't be afraid to purchase a seasonal or holiday type designer series paper, because just about all of the pages have something that is subtle on the back side that can be used for anything. It doesn't have to be Valentine specific or love specific. This one happens to be Valentine because it's got the little candies and things on it. So I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to put some dimensionals around the heart. Okay. That's probably enough. And I'm going to get a couple in the corners. So it gives it, because this is embossed, it needs a little bit more stability. So I'm going to feel free with a few extra dimensionals. I'm going to just peel off the ones that are around the heart for right now and get my paper, and I'm going to put my paper behind it. That looks good like that, okay? So what I'm doing is I'm creating a little bit of a window, kind of a shadow box there. And let's get the rest of those dimensional backings off. Hope I did that one. And then onto the card base. We're going to put that right in the center. So this whole layer is raised up a little bit. Okay, and then we're going to use a few more of those dies. We're going to use the greeting, and I'm just going to get the leaf and one of each size flower. Okay. And I'll get my mini machine. It fits on my table better. Get the mini Stampin' Cut. Okay, so I need that little baby heart too. Sorry, I need that one too. All right, so I'm going to get a red heart out of this is just scrap paper. And I want green leaves. I want the larger image in Highland Heather, and then the smaller flower in, I believe that's Blushing Bride. And we're going to get those elements cut. Okay. Trade places here. Here's my heart. And that got stuck in the die, and that one's stuck in the die, so I need a piercing tool here. Oh, they're not on the die, they're on the plate. This cuts so well that they stick to the plate. And that. Move my dies away so I don't lose them like I do with lots of things. Okay. So I have a heart that we're going to put on with a dimensional. I'm just going to put it, I'll put the dimensional over here. And we're just going to kind of offset that. If you feel like this is too mushy for you, double stack 2 dimensionals together. And just pop it up underneath the other half of that heart. We use 2-dimensionals because I put the heart itself on 1-dimensional and this layer is on a dimensional, so this is laid flatter. So we needed 2 to make it the same level. Okay, I'm going to grab my liquid glue for this leaf. A little dot of that on there. And it's just going to come off to the side here. And then the same with my flower. Just going to put just a little dot there. Actually, I'm going to put this flower under. I'm going to lift that up, put the flower down first, and then the leaf on top of the flower. I'm going to do it that way. It's a little too high. There we go. I like that better. And then this little guy, we're going to put on a mini dimensional, if I can find one. There we go. A mini dimensional. And that's going to just get offset. I'm going to hide the center of that purple, and then we're just going to use a little iridescent rhinestone. Get one of the little ones here. Iridescent rhinestone, and we're going to cover the center of that one. There we go. With that, and we're going to get some scrap Whisper white paper and my "To my husband" greeting. And I'm going to use Granny Apple green ink. And we're just going to stamp that right down. Close that before I wear it. Get my mini cut back in here. And this is going to use this little greeting. This is like such a nice die. I like how it's just really simple. Just a little bit of flair on there. Okay, we'll get that centered. Put my top plate on. And we'll crank that through. Okay. There it goes. Trash. And this, of course, is going to take some mini dimensionals too, because this is just a really narrow. I'm going to use 2 of them, and I am going to put them pretty close together. Yeah. And I am putting them on the side under the word husband. And that we're going to put right over the top of this heart right here. Oh, just right like that. Voila! See, now if you made this card along with me, you are all set for Valentine's Day if you're married. If you're not married and you have another person that you would like to give that card to, don't forget that there is other things here too. So you could make one, you could make one say that's for my wife and give it to your husband to give to you. Just kind of like leave it in the bathroom that morning. That would be kind of fun and cute, wouldn't it? Because most of them forget to get stuff. You could just use the Valentine greetings. It might not fit, it won't fit in this one, but it would certainly fit in the other one, or you could just use a 1/4-inch piece of paper and do that. So you can use some different ones. I like this "To the Cutest Couple Ever." I think that's just such a fun one. I will definitely have this on my website, so you can see like all of quick shopping links for all of the products that I used. You can find that link below so that you can go right to that and see what all the cutting instructions and stuff like that are again too. I hope you enjoyed stamping with me today, and I certainly hope that I see you again. Bye now.